Okay, so reviewing handout 5.4, some things, it looks, the only thing that you said never to was the use of like adaptive equipment and durable medical equipment, which you are not prescribed, so that makes sense. So some things that you answered sometimes too. When carrying things, I leave one arm free to hold on to the railings or stable furniture for support, even though this may mean twice the number of trips. Now, it's important to make sure that you're stabilizing yourself because haven't you fallen down the stairs when you've had something in your hand and you weren't stabilizing?
Yes.
So that's something you've experienced before.
Yeah.
Um, and a way that you could have avoided that would have been if you were holding onto a railing while taking your steps. Because even if you were like had your phone in one hand, which you probably shouldn't be looking at your phone when you're going up the stairs, but if you had your hand on a railing, you were more likely to be guided better down the stairway. Um, Picking up anything I have dropped on the floor, you said sometimes. Have you ever
It's
dropped
really,
an item on the floor and forgotten about it and tripped over it later? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's something that I do quite frequently too, or my toddler does. But um, so that's definitely increasing risk for sure. But like I said, we all do it. But just keeping these things in mind is going to help decrease your risk of falling. I pick up, oh wait, taking your time to get to your phone or your door when you're hearing it ring or somebody knocks. Um, if you miss the call, what's the worst that could happen?
I call back.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
there's really no need to rush to those. And if the person at the door gives up before you get there, then they probably weren't worth your time. But also, if it's important, I'm sure they'll stay and wait.
Yeah.
Taking time out to exercise. Like we said, decreased activity greatly increases your risk of falling. So that is something you answered sometimes too. So I think like we discussed earlier, um, a few days ago in session 5 about even if the weather is bad outside and you can't go for your walk for 2 to 3 miles, you could do like the matter of balance exercises in front of your TV. And you said you actually did one of those exercises um, inside today, right?
Yep. I did. Yeah.
Perfect. So yeah, those are some things to keep in mind. There's a lot of answers you said sometimes too. And if you have any other questions on those, we can go through more in depth, like why those increase your risk so much of falling. But for now, we will continue on.